Hello dear students. Now Educator Guru is getting you the answers for the board model question paper of first year PUC, that is 2022, right? So this is the model question paper. I hope you can see the mark also of the paper. If you have a doubt, I can show you here. Here it is there, Department of PU Education model question paper, right? So 2022, right? So we can say it is 2022. I will write it here, that is 2022, right? So where few students have asked that to solve the question paper of model question paper, so we have taken that very seriously, and we are providing answers from section A to section E. That means all questions will be answered, right? So in the first consignment you are going to get up to section C, section A, section B, section C you are going to get. Then in the next you will get section D and section E, including theory answers, right? So I'm going to get you, say in this what we have done is including the question we have typed, so that it becomes easy for you, especially theory questions, right? It becomes easy for you. So my request is, those who have not still subscribed for this channel, please subscribe this channel and share among your friends, and please press the bell icon button to get continuous notification. I wish all the students all the very best for your upcoming examination. So let us start answering section A. This is the format which has been given, instructions. All the sub questions of section A should be answered continuously at one place. Provide working notes wherever necessary. 15 minutes extra has been allotted for the candidates to read the questions. Figures in the right hand margin indicate full marks, right? So that is what the question paper has been given. So answer any 8, don't worry, we have answered all the questions. So let us start one by one. Question, including question, it has been typed. Just I will go through it so it becomes easy for you. Now section A, question has been typed. Business organization do not involve economic events. State true or false. It is very simple. The main purpose of business organization is for economic events. Without economic events, there is no business organization. That means do not involve. It's wrong. It is called as false. Second question. Accounting is basically concerned with forecasting, measurement, management, none of the above. Say accounting is basically concerned with what? Measurement. Say we have to measure what is happening in terms of what you call economic, right? So it is measurement. Next, third one is GST is a destination based tax dash of goods and services. They have asked you to fill the gaps. It is consumption. It is called as what I say, consumption, because consumption point plays the ultimate role. That is called as GST, goods and services tax. It is always on consumption. Next, state any one of the one system of accounting. It is double entry system, single entry system. You write anything, one system of accounting. The process of recording transaction in journal is called journalizing. The process of writing the transactions in journal is called as what? Journalizing the transactions. Ledger records transactions in chronological order, analytical order, both A and B, D none. What is chronological order? That is date and time wise. It is date and time wise. Always ledger records are recorded what actually under chronological order, not under what actually analytical order. Say it is very simple. You have deposited the amount on 1st of January 2020. and on 31st of December 2020 you will see that how much amount it has earned. It is called as chronological, that is date and time. For that sake it is chronological order. Next, give an example for error of principle. That means it is called as, what do you mean by rectification of errors? Under that, one type is called as error of principle. That means entering one transaction in the other is called as what actually error of principle. For that, I have given you two what actually examples. Credit purchase of machinery rupees 10,000 is recorded in purchases book instead of journal proper. Credit purchase of machinery, it cannot record in purchases book, it should appear what actually journal proper. Why? Because it is not goods, it is asset. So any asset in subsidiary book, it will not appear under purchase return, sales returns, but it appears under what actually journal proper. I have given you one more example also. Rent paid to landlord rupees 5,000 is recorded in the cash book as payment to the landlord. Yes, so payment to the landlord means it is an expenditure. If you simply say landlord, then it becomes a problem for you because the amount is due from landlord. No, it is an expenditure. It is an expenditure. For that sake, rent paid to landlord rupees 5,000 is recorded in the cash book as payment to the landlord is error of principle. Now next question, eighth question. Name any two party to a bill of exchange. You can say drawer, drawee, payee. In bills of exchange, it is drawer, drawee, payee. One who draws the bill is called as drawer. One who accepts the bill is called as drawee. Then a person who makes payment is called as what actually payee. Right? So you can write one party. Either you can say drawer, drawee, or payee. Next, decreasing in the value of fixed asset is called depreciation. Is called depreciation. Decreasing in the value of assets due to wear and tear and time. Due to wear and tear and time is called as what actually depreciation. So decreasing in the value of asset, fixed asset is called depreciation. Next, 10th question. The opening capital is ascertained by preparing cash book, creditors account, debtors account, opening statement of affairs. By opening statement of affairs. If you prepare opening statement of affairs, then you will get opening capital. If you prepare closing statement of affairs, you will find out closing capital. That is called as incomplete system of bookkeeping or incomplete records. That is single entry system of bookkeeping, where we find out opening capital and closing capital. So it is opening statement of affairs. Next, expand PIN, PIN. It is very simple. Personal identification number. It is general knowledge because it is very, very important in business. That is personal identification number. Then 12th question, state any one accounting packages. Say here in many text and other things, they have given ready to use, customized, tailored, but it is called as, what do you mean by it is not a really correct answer, where I have an answer on the other side which is called as enterprise accounting software. Enterprise accounting software. Second one, cloud accounting software. Cloud accounting software. Then payroll and accounting software. Accounting software. The real answers as per my knowledge goes, it is this. But in few textbooks they have given ready to use, customized, tailored. These are all ready to use, customized. This is called as forms of what do you call accounting. But types of packages, you have what actually enterprise accounting, cloud accounting, payroll and accounting. You can say Tally, right? Oracle. All these things are what actually software, right? So this is one which is called as what in the 12th question. So as per this, now section A is over. Let us go for section B. Now section B, 2 marks questions. Name any 2 users of accounting. Users, say for whom you are using. Management, creditors, investors, tax authority. You can write any 2, right? Who are using your accounting. Management always use. Creditors will come to know what it is. Investors, whether I can invest or not. Tax authorities, whether you are paying the tax or not, and whether you are maintaining the account properly or not. That is called as 2 users of accounting. Next, mention any accounting concepts. Say you can write any concept, business entity concept, money measurement concept, going concern concept, accounting period concept, cost concept, dual aspect concept, revenue recognition, then matching concept, accrual concept, objectivity. You can write anything. I think always you can remember these 2, business entity concept, money measurement concept, or going concern concept. These are all in the first chapter, that is in introduction, where you can see those concepts. You have to write only 2, but I have given so many options so that you will remember in your examination. Then next, state the rules of debit and credit of liabilities. State the rules of debit and credits of liabilities. You are all working with American accounting. That means it is called debit decreases in liability, credit increases in liability. Very simple. Debit decreases in liability, credit increases in liability. You can take any example that is called as creditors paid. That means you are going to debit creditors. That means the amount has been reduced. Or purchase goods on credit, then liability is what actually increased. So debit decreases in liability, credit increases in liability. That is the rules of debit and credits of liabilities. Then state any two reasons for difference between cash book balance and passbook balance. This is BRS, that is bank reconciliation statement. When you will get the difference between the cash book balance and passbook balance, whether it is from passbook balance to what I say cash book balance, answer is one and the same. They may ask anything. It is very simple. Check issued but not presented for payment. Then checks paid into bank but not yet collected. Bank charges not recorded in the cash book. They have given. You can say that standing instructions, it has been recorded in the passbook but not in the cash book. Likewise, you can say direct deposit into bank. All these things which are actually the reasons for the difference between cash book balance and passbook balance. Right? Now 17th question, name any 2 methods of preparing trial balance. Totals method, balances method, most widely used method, then total cum balances method. Say you know that when you prepare your ledger, then you will what actually balance. When you balance, then it becomes what actually, if you put it in one format, then it becomes what actually trial balance. What is trial balance? It is extraction of all total ledger balances. So trial balance is nothing but extraction of all total ledger balances. So it can be prepared in 3 methods. They have asked 2 things. Either you can say total method or balances method or total methods or total cum balances method, whatever you write, right? Then 18th question, state any 2 types of reserves, right? General reserve, specific reserve, capital reserve. That means you can write anything, general reserve, specific reserve, capital reserve, right? Then 19th, mention any 2 differences between capital receipts and revenue receipts. For this, you need not study this one only. Even you can remember your life. Anything you buy or anything you receive irregularly is capital. Anything you receive regularly is called as what actually? Revenue. So very simple. You will receive lottery, that is capital. You will receive salary, it is revenue. So if you remember this, then it becomes what actually capital and revenue. For that I have given you the examples also. These receipts are non-recurring in nature. Example, long-term loan borrowed. These receipts are recurring in nature. Example, receipts from sales. Right? Then second one, these receipts will appear in balance sheet. These receipts will appear in trading and profit and loss account. Say it is very simple, where you can say casual and usual. Casual is capital, usual is what actually? Revenue. Now the last question in section B, write any two limitations of the computer system. Cost of training. Of course, when you say that, it is very simple. You have to bear the cost. Why it is called as cost of training? So you will give all training, and after the taking the training, then he jumps to some other concern. Then you must be very careful. For that sake, the sophisticated computerized accounting packages generally require specialized staff. As a result, huge training costs are to be incurred to train up the staff in the use of hardware and software. Simply you cannot teach something. It is just like this. You cannot learn swimming on a flat surface, where you have to go to swimming pool and learn. That means water must be there. In the similar fashion, when we are taking about what you call software system, cost of training places in where you should have hardware as well as what actually the software. Right? Computer can be learned only with the help of computers. Then breaches of security. That is, computer related crimes are difficult to detect, as any alteration of data may go unnoticed. Hacking of passwords or user rights may change the accounting records. So very important, because you know that so many times that happens, right? But it is one of the disadvantage or limitations of computer system. They have asked two, but I have given you three. Ill effects on health. Of course, you know, so many persons after using what you call computers, they will wear glasses. They will have some other allergy. It is called as what they call ill effects on health. The extensive use of computers system may lead to various health problems, back pain, eye strain, muscular pain, etc. These are all that the nowadays every student and every child knows that what are the problems of that. You can write very easily that, write any two limitations. I have given three limitations. So this is what the section B, that is for 2 marks. Now section C, under model question paper 21-22, that is for 6 marks. The first question, that is 21st question, transactions of Mohan Traders given below. Show the effects of these transactions on assets, liabilities and capital with the help of accounting equation. Business started with cash 1 lakh. Cash purchases 50,000. Cash sales 60,000. This is the trick has been given in the problem. So most of the students, they don't understand what they have to do. It is very simple. Cash purchase is 50,000, whereas cash sales is been made 60,000. That means you have earned a profit of how much actually? 10,000. So that is where you have to treat the transaction. Otherwise, they would have mentioned at what cost. When they have not mentioned at what cost, it is very simple. Purchases made at 50,000, sales has been at 60,000. That means you have earned a profit of how much actually? 10,000. That profit should be added to what actually? Capital. So this is how we have to work out the problem. In just 2 minutes we can work out, but only one thing is, students will not be able to know what to do with that. They do first 2 transactions, but they fail in what the third transaction. So let us work out one by one. What is that? First, it is called as accounting equation. What is accounting equation? Accounting equation. What is accounting equation? Asset minus liability is equal to capital, or liability plus capital is equal to asset, whatever it is. Asset minus liability is equal to capital, or liability plus capital is equal to what actually? Asset. So we have written cash, stock, other assets, total, capital, other liabilities, total. So equation has been what actually framed. Now let us start one by one. Business started with cash, how much actually? 1 lakh. So cash 1 lakh, cash 1 lakh, stock dash, other assets dash, then total is how much actually? 1 lakh. Then cash account data to capital account, capital is how much actually? 1 lakh. There is no other liability, then it is how much actually? Total is 1 lakh. Now total of liability side is 1 lakh, total of asset side is how much actually? 1 lakh according to accounting equation. Now cash purchases 50,000. So you have made purchases 50,000. So that means cash comes down. So 50,000 you put it in the bracket, cash comes down. Out of 1 lakh, then it becomes how much actually? 50,000. Then it is goods. Goods is nothing but what actually? Stock, 50,000. Then again it becomes how much actually? 1 lakh. Then there is no change in capital. It is how much actually? 1 lakh. Then dash, it is how much actually? 1 lakh. So second transaction is over. Once again 1 lakh, 1 lakh. These two transactions usually you do. But where you will stuck up with the third transaction. What is the third transaction? Cash sales is 60,000. When cash sales is 60,000 means it is very simple. You have earned a profit of how much actually? 10,000. So 60,000 profit has been you have gained, right? It is plus. So 50 plus 60, it comes how much actually? 1,10,000. 1,10,000. Now here 50,000 has been sold for how much actually? 60,000. That means you have earned a profit of how much actually? 10,000. That profit you are going to get where actually? In your capital. That means 1 lakh plus 10,000 profit. Right? So that comes to 1,10,000. Now what is the total here? 1,10,000. Then what is the total here? 1,10,000. Now automatically tallies. Where you can write a note. You can write a note here, that is purchases 50,000 less sales 60,000, 10,000 rupees profit, 10,000 rupees profit added to capital account, added to capital account. That's all you have to do. So where you have had the confusion, now that confusion is over, right? Now next problem, 22nd problem. Prepare petty cash book from the following particulars under Impress system. Now in the last question papers you did not find the Impress system where they have given Impress system. So in every problem you have one typical adjustment. Impress system is nothing but maintaining minimum balance at the end of the month or at the beginning of the month or beginning of the week or beginning of fortnight, whatever it is. You call it as what actually it is one day, it's same. Prepare petty cash book for the following particulars under Impress system. July 1st, 2021, received cash from main cashier 1,200. Third, purchased stationery 200. Paid for charity 100. Paid for newspaper bill 200. Paid coolie 120. Now you have to prepare petty cash book under Impress system. So here analytical petty cash book, amount, date, particulars, ledger folio, total payments, analysis for payment, printing and stationery, charity, coolie, then sundry expenses or other expenses. This is debit side, this is credit side. So you have received cash from the main cashier, how much actually? 1,200, that is on 1st July. So 1/7/2021 to cash account, how much you have received? 1,200. 1,200. Next, purchased stationery on 3rd July, purchased stationery 200. So 3rd July 2021 by stationery total payment is 200. Then printing and stationery is also 200. Next, paid for charity rupees 100. So which date? 6th. 6/7/2021 by charity total payment 100, under charity column 200. Charity means donation. Alright. Next, paid newspaper bill 200. Paid newspaper bill, date is which date? 7th. So 7/7/2021 by newspaper, that is how much? 200. In the total column you write 200, but write it in sundry expenses column 200. Then paid coolie on 9th 120, that is 9/7/2021 by coolie 120 total payment, under coolie column it is 120. That's all you have to do. Now it is the after 9th, it is 10th, right? That we will show you how to do it, that one. So total we will do it. It is 1200 is the cash received. Then we will find out what is the total of each column. This is 620, this is 200, this is 100, this is 120, this is 200, right? Then by balance carried down, it is 580. Now total is how much actually? 1200. That means we have a cash balance of how much actually? 580. Right? Now assuming it is 10th, 10/7/2021, to balance brought down 580. They have asked to maintain under impress system. Most important. Not to worry at all. What is the total expenditure you have made? 620. So you write to cash 620. That's all. So when you make this one, once again it becomes how much? 1200. That is called as impress system of preparing analytical cash flow. Hitherto in the last papers, we were doing only petty cash book, not under impress system. Where I have explained you earlier also, impress system is maintaining a minimum balance at the end of at the beginning of the month, or beginning of the week, or beginning of the fortnight, right? So 620. This is how you have to work out. Now 23rd problem. Enter the following transactions in sales book. June 1st, 2021, sold goods to Aparna traders for rupees 10,000 at 10% trade discount. I have already told you many times, trade discount will not appear in the books. So 10,000 minus 10% means we have to write only 9,000. June 3rd, sold goods to Rashmi traders rupees 7,000 on credit. June 11th, sold goods to Gagan and Company rupees 8,000 on credit. June 20th, sold old motor car to Harish on credit rupees 25,000. This is the trick which has been given in this problem. Say sales book is maintained only for the sake of what actually? For the goods, not for any other asset. If any other than transaction it appears, it should appear under journal proper, not under what actually? Sales book. So that is the trick has been given. It is a old asset which has been sold, that will not appear under what actually? Sales book. That you have to remember. For that I'll get you the note, right? June 25th, sold goods to Manu for rupees 5,000 at 5% trade discount. So let us prepare sales book. You know that date, outward invoice number, name of the customer, ledger folio, then amount. So first, June 1st, sold goods to Aparna Traders, rupees 10,000, that 10% discount. So 1/6/2021, I'm sorry, date here, right? I'm sorry, 1/6/2021. This is invoice number you have to write. I'm sorry, right? So 1/6/2021. Name of the trader is Aparna Traders. Aparna Traders. Traders. It is how much? You can say 10,000 less trade discount 10%, 1,000. Then write it in the outer column, 9,000. Then 3rd June, 3/6/2021, sold goods to Rashmi Traders. Rashmi Traders, 7,000. Straight away write it in the outer column, 7,000. No discount. Next, June 11/6/2021, sold goods to Gagan and Company. Gagan and Company. How much? 8,000. 8,000. Then 20th June, sold motor car. No, that will not appear under sales book. Then 25th, sold goods to Manu for rupees 5,000 at 5% trade discount. 25th June. 25th June 2021, Manu 5,000 less trade discount 5%, that is 250. So outer column 4,750. Now write the total. Write the total. Total is 28,750. Let us check. 057. 28,750 is total sales. So let us write one small note. Small note. What is that note we can write? Small note you write. On 20th June 2021, trader has sold old motor car on credit basis, which will not appear in sales book. Sales book. If you write this note, then it is enough. That means it will not appear here. If you are particular, you can say it will enter in journal proper. Okay. Now 24th problem. From the following particulars given below, prepare a trial balance as on 31/3/2021. Purchases 95,000, sales 1,36,000, bank loan 20,000, machinery 50,000, cash 46,000, capital 1 lakh, debtors 80,000, creditors 17,000, bills receivable 4,000. Then you have bills payable 2,000. So you have to enter all these transactions what actually in your what you call the trial balance. So let us enter one by one. This is the trial balance, particulars, debit, credit. Now first transaction, purchases 95,000. Purchases always shows debit balance 95,000. Sales 1,36,000. Sales 1,36,000 credit. Bank loan, that means you have taken a bank loan, it is a liability. So liability always shows credit balance. Bank loan 20,000. Next, machinery 50,000. Machinery is an asset, always shows debit balance. Machinery 50,000. Cash 46,000. Cash is an asset, shows debit balance. Cash 46,000. Then capital is a liability, it shows credit balance, how much? 1 lakh. Capital credit balance 1 lakh. Next, debtors, the name itself you said it is debtors, that means debit balance 80,000. Debtors 80,000. 80,000. Creditors 17,000. Creditors 17,000. Creditors means credit. Creditors, those who have supplied goods, 17,000 credit. Then bills receivable, the name itself, it is receivable. Anything is receivable is an asset. Bills receivable 4,000 debit. Then one more item is given the next page. Bills payable 2,000. Bills payable 2,000 credit. That's all. If you total, it will tally, you will get 6 out of 6. In this, there is no trick. Very simple. Only bank loan. Bank loan is a liability which shows credit balance. Total is 2,75,000. 2,75,000. Then what you have to do is only one thing, students. Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 items are there. Now you have taken all 10 items. Automatically it tallies. Right, 2,75,000. 2,75,000 is total. That's all. Now problem number 25. From the following particulars, prepare profit and loss account for the year ending 31st March 2021. Gross profit, salaries, rent and taxes, printing and stationery, office lighting, general expenses. So it is very simple. Everything under profit and loss account only, except general gross profit which appears on the credit side, all other items which appears on the debit side, then minus you will get what I call net profit. Simple. But hitherto they have not asked profit and loss account in 6 marks. So they have asked profit and loss account in 6 marks. So very simple. Profit and loss account for the year ending 31/3/2021. Particulars amount. So by gross profit brought down 1,20,000. 1,20,000. Then salaries 20,000. Two salaries 20,000. Rent and taxes 8,000. To rent and taxes 8,000. Then to printing and stationery 600. Then office lighting 1,000. To office lighting 1,000. Then general expenses 600 to general expenses 600. That's all. Then find out net profit. So just total 1,20,000, 1,20,000. Net profit is 89,800 to net profit 89,800. So 1,20,000, 1,20,000, 89,800. Very simple. You will get 6 out of 6 if you do it in this fashion. Now problem number 26. From the following information, prepare balance sheet as on 31/3/2021. The previous problem was profit loss account. Now it is balance sheet. Capital 50,000, land and building 30,000, furniture 20,000, cash in hand 10,000, sundry creditors 10,000, drawings 10,000, machinery 20,000, bills receivable 5,000, net profit 5,000, bank loan 10,000. I will tell you the trick how we should do it. Very simple. While doing the problem only, you can say capital is a liability, land and building is an asset, furniture is an asset, cash in hand is an asset, sundry creditors is liability, drawings, that is liability minus, that means from capital you are supposed to what actually deduct. Machinery is an asset, bills receivable is an asset, net profit, that means for capital it should be added L plus, you say L plus, that means for capital it will be added. Then bank loan is a liability. Very simple. Bank loan is a liability. If you just say this, simply you prepare balance sheet. But there is one trick in this problem. I will tell you in the last. Right? So let us work out as usual. Balance sheet as on 31/3/2021. Liabilities, amount, inner column, outer column, assets, inner column, outer column. So first let us start from capital. Capital, how much? 50,000. Add net profit. I have given, that is net profit plus how much actually? 5,000. It comes to 55,000. 55,000. Less drawings. Less drawings. Drawings is 10,000 minus 10,000. Then it comes to 45,000. Then next, what all L is there, you take that one into account. Sundry creditors 10,000. Sundry creditors 10,000. Then where L is there, L minus has been taken, here it has been taken, net profit. Bank loan 10,000. Bank loan 10,000. Now, we will take asset one by one. Land and building. Land and building. How much? 30,000. Then furniture. Furniture. Furniture 20,000. Then cash in hand. Cash in hand 10,000. Creditors is over. Drawings is over. Machinery 20,000. Machinery 20,000. Then bills receivable 5,000. Bills receivable 5,000. Net profit is over, bank loan is over. Then if you total it up, say here you will get 65,000, but you will get here 85,000. 85,000. So what you should write, you have a difference in the problem of 25,000. So that means you have 20,000 what actually difference, 65,000, 85,000. Actually the profit should have been 25,000, but it has been printed as how much actually, 5,000. So what you should do, don't worry, note there is difference in the items given in the problem to the extent of rupees 20,000, extent of 20,000. So here you have the difference, you can say here the difference you have the difference of how much actually, 20,000. That means they have gone wrong with some items. So the same difference you are getting. That means debit is not equal to credit. So this is one more trick. If you find any difference, write a note that difference is there. Sometimes some teachers say that it is write what actually suspense account. Say there is no need to write suspense account because we are preparing balance sheet. So when you are preparing balance sheet, we are not supposed to write what actually suspense account. If you are preparing trial balance, we can write suspense account, but not under what actually the balance sheet, right? I hope you understood what is the minus point of this problem. Now problem number 27. From the following information, find out cash received from debtors. Usually when you prepare debtors account, they ask what actually credit sales, but they have given what actually cash. You need not worry. So I will tell you the easiest method of doing that one, right? So debtors opening balance has been given, debtors closing balance given, credit sales has been given, bills accepted, that means BR accepted has been given, then sales returns, bills issuable, dishonored. So these are the items that you have to write. So debtors as on 1/4/2020, opening balance to opening balance. Those who do not understand, you can say 1/4/2020 is called as opening balance, 17,000. Then debtors closing balance, you leave it now, we will write it in the last. Credit sales during the year is how much actually, 95,000. So to credit sales 95,000. When you made credit sales, naturally you should have received cash. So by cash, you leave it, don't worry. We will find out that cash. Then next is bills accepted by customers, which is called as by BR. We have what actually raised bills, it has been accepted by customers is 15,000. Sales returns, by sales returns, which is also called as return inwards, right? Sales returns 2,000, right? BR dishonor, BR has been accepted, it is on the credit side. If BR dishonor, which appears on the debit side, to BR dishonored, how much? 3,000. So we have taken all items. Only one thing is we have to find out what is the cash received. Here I have left the gap for the amount. So it is 1,15,000. Let us check into 1,15,000. 1,15,000. But you say that we have not taken the closing balance. By closing balance, that is 31/3/2021. Closing balance is 25,500. 25,500. Now whatever the balancing figure you are going to get, that is called as cash received from debtors. So cash received from debtors is 72,500. You mark this one as block it, which is called as balancing figure. 72,500 is balancing figure. Let us check 00. 10 move 72,500 is cash received from debtors. That's how you have to write what actually the total debtors account. They may ask any what you call missing figure. Usually either they will ask credit sales or cash received or opening balance or closing balance. So these are the items. Out of 4 items, they may ask any one item that you have to find out. Usually credit sales, but in this problem, they have asked for actually cash received from debtors. So this is how we have to work out total debtors account. 28th question. Explain any 3 advantages and 3 limitations of computerized accounting system. 3 advantages of computers accounting system. Speed. Of course, when we are doing computers, 100% speed. You have to write one line on that. Accounting data is processed faster by using a computerized accounting system. Computers requires less time in performing a task. For that, I need not tell you. You can see your mobile how it works. Accuracy. It provides accurate result. The possibility of error is eliminated in computerized accounting system. Automatically, it's a example. If you take Excel sheet, if you say give a sum, then automatically it gets you what actually total. Divide. So multiplication. That is possible, and with exact figures where it get you the accuracy. Then up-to-date information. The accounting records in a computerized accounting system are updated automatically as and when accounting data is entered and stored. You say that now so many systems are like that. If you don't switch on your computers for 5 days, 6 days, then automatically it says that it should be updated. Either you are what actually shutting down, or when you are restarting, then it says that it should be updated. Unless it is updated often and often, then it is not possible for you to work in your system. For that sake, update information automatically it is there. That is one of the advantages of computer system. But where you have advantage, there definitely you have disadvantage. It's very simple. Technology is the greatest advantage, but technology has got what actually the limitations or disadvantages also. So 3 limitations of computers accounting system. Number 1, staff opposition. Whenever you introduce something new, staff may not like, because they have to learn. They have to put their effort. But no, those days have gone, but you should update yourself. But always the staff opposition will be. Whenever the accounting system is computerized, there is a significant degree of resistance from the existing accounting staff, partly because of the fear that they shall be made redundant, and largely because they shall be ignored. That is why always one should be ready for the change, right? Then disruption. The accounting process suffers a significant loss of work time when organization switches over to the computerized accounting system. Of course, it takes lots of, so in between you have that what actually disturbance. Whatever it is, in the transition you have to pay, but that is one of the disadvantages. From manual to what actually the computer, definitely you will have some disturbance. Then system failure. The danger of the system crashing due to hardware failures and subsequent loss of work is a serious limitation of computerized accounting systems. So many times you might have seen in so many what you call organization that the server is slowed down, or what you call something system is crashed. That means you please come tomorrow. All these things will actually, plus point is also there, minus point is also there. That is why it is called as system failure. If that comes, somebody should come and correct. But it is one of the disadvantages. So we have said 3 advantages and 3 disadvantages.